series of exercises to help you strengthen your shoulders. You'll do each of these exercises for up to 1 minute at a time. First one is overhead press. Notice how she's pressing over her head, her arms come down just at a 90-degree angle. She's going slowly because she's resisting on the way up and resisting on the way down. Really important to really make it hard for yourself to push up and pull down. So you'll do this for about a minute. The next one is a tricep exercise where she pushes outward. There it is. Beautiful, Elise. So what she's doing is she's keeping her arms again at a 90-degree angle. She's bringing her palms in and pushing out as if she's pushing two heavy walls away from the side of her head. Again, resisting mostly on the way out for this one. Her hands are flexed. Nice. Woo. Now you guys know the next exercise, which is a little shoulder tap dealie that I don't know the name of, but Elise will just demonstrate. So you'll go right into this exercise after the one you were just pushing out. Go right into this. Okay? Now small circles forward. So just keeping it really, controlled. These aren't huge motions. You're just trying to work the small muscle fibers of your shoulders. So she's gonna do that for a minute, then she'll go backwards. Yep, perfect, self-explanatory. Then you end, there's a tricep overhead push-up.
Is that this one?
Yep, so keep your elbows toward the front, keep them pinched in. They shouldn't be facing out. They should be facing forward, close to your ears, slowly pushing upward. Good. I'm gonna move to the side just so they can see on the side. Just coming down, and she's just pushing straight up. Nice. Resisting mostly on the way up. Wonderful. Then she'll end with a rotator cuff exercise where she brings her elbows to the in, and all she's doing is just keep your elbows glued to your sides, and she's just coming in as if she's holding a tray and pushing out. Now the idea of this exercise is that you're pushing your shoulder blade in toward your spine about an inch. So you're really rotating the front part of your shoulder forward and back in these really slow and controlled movements. Very good, Elise. I'm gonna come to the side again on this one so they can see from the side. You're just coming in. She's not going all the way back. Good. And then I just want to get an idea here. So her shoulder is actually moving my hand. That's the muscle you want to move out and in. Just like that. And that's your shoulder sequence. So next, Elise is going to demonstrate the push-up series. You should start, again, you'll go one exercise into the next. You should start with 5 reps of each type of push-up, and throughout the month, work your way up for more reps. The first push-up she's just gonna do is just a regular push-up. Notice her stance, she's in a basic plank, down and up. Now she goes, beautiful. Okay? And now the modification is on your knees, perfect. Yep, notice how it's chest first. She's not arching her back, she's straight. Now she's gonna go into a tricep push-up. This one is, her elbows are glued into the side of her rib cage. Yeah. So now she'll show you the modification. Yep, just glued into the side of her rib cage. Her hands are closer together. Her thumbs are almost touching. Next one is a wide-armed push-up. Just where your hands would be wider than shoulder width distance. Perfect. Next one, oh yeah, wide arm, and then on her knees, good. Next one is, she's gonna have one hand at about 2 and 8, and another hand, so we'll just start like that. So her first hand is gonna be at about 2 and 8, so there's one up and one back. Pushing up, pushing back. Yep, modifications on the knees, and then you switch arms. So right arm in front this time. Perfect, beauteous, great. Then, if you have a ball at home, it can be any ball, a soccer ball, a basketball, That's about it. People talk about basketball. So what she's gonna do is basically do a basic push-up, but one hand is on the ball, rolls it across her body. Yep, just like that.
Those are hard, but good.
So again, try, start with 5 reps each.
So Jess is gonna do the dolphin push-up.
So start in a forearm plank.
Yep, start in a forearm plank, go into a downward dog.
Kind of a downward dog. You just want to be like tapping your bones.
So kind of a downward dog. And then you lean forward, push up, like so. Great, beautiful. So again, start with 5 if you can, and then move to 10, to 12.
So now this is the lunge sequence. Can you move over that way just a little bit? Oh, good. Okay. This is the lunge sequence. So you'll start with about 10 to 15 reps of each. So first you'll just do a regular long stance lunge, standing, pushing up, standing, pushing up. Good. Next, she moves into a side lunge, standing, long stance, side lunge.
This is good for your fakes.
This is good for your fakes. Beautiful. Then she moves into a backward, just shorter stance, backward push-off lunge. Good. Nice and easy. Notice how her front knee never goes over her toe. Good alignment. It's got a good upper body stability. Nice. All right. Then we move into the lateral jumps. This is good for ankle stability and just strengthening, just power jumping to the side to side. So what she's doing is she's jumping from side to side, but notice she's not touching that back foot to the ground. She's trying to balance and push. Balance and push. You want to do about 10 to 15 of those. If your back foot does happen to touch the ground, just keep going. Beautiful. Perfect. And again, sorry, Elise, do it one more time. Notice how when she lands softly. Yep, her knee does not go inward. It's staying aligned over her ankle. Very important. Nice. Okay, one more lunge. If you have a heavy object, this could be like an encyclopedia, a milk jug, anything. Do your long stance lunges and twist from side to side with something heavy. This just works a little bit extra balance, a little bit extra core. Makes it a little bit harder. That's awesome. Thanks. Now Elise is going to do the squat series. Again, you'll go one exercise to the next, 10 to 15 reps each. If you have access to hand weights, I would recommend using them for exercises where not jumping. The first squat Elise is going to do is just your standard squat with weights to the side. Nice. Notice slow and controlled. Her upper body is staying upward. She's pushing her butt out. Nice and easy. Her knees don't go over her toes. Great. The next squat, same type of thing, but you're going to put your heels in and your toes out. Just works your inner thighs a little bit more. The weights can be anywhere. They can be in front of you. Yep. Yep. So I would put your feet out a little bit more. Yeah, there you go. There. So now her knees are protected. And when you come up, you should really think about squeezing your butt and your inner thighs together. There you go. Nice and easy. Weights in front. All right, next thing we're going to do is a squat jump. So, really important that when you jump, you land softly. That means toes first and rolling down. Notice her knees do not cave in when she lands. They stay in alignment with her ankle. She's using her arms for stability and for momentum. And when she comes down, she's landing and bending. So her land is catching her. Catch. Good. Perfect. Here's the wall sit. So you're going to hold this wall sit for about a minute. Notice her knees are just directly over her ankles. Her butt, you could go down a little bit more. Yeah, her hands are to her side. They're not on her thighs holding her up. If you start to get tired and you need somewhere to put your hands, squeeze them together in front of you and pray. Push your back really hard against the wall. There you go. Straight up, straight down. That's for a minute. Lovely. Okay, this next sequence is the core sequence. The first exercises we're going to do are all coming from a basic forearm plank position. First position is just your basic forearm plank. Yep, notice how she's flat, her butt's not too far up, and it's not hanging down. From after you hold this for about 30 seconds, you'll go into up downs. So she takes one hand and pushes up, comes down. Notice how her right hand pushes up, and then her left hand pushes up. You don't want the same arm pushing you up the entire exercise. Good. Sorry. Then you'll come down into a forearm plank again. And you're just basic, just knee touches. So just touching your knees, good. Very lightly. Then you'll go, after about 30 of those, you go into rolls. So imagine there's a big beach ball underneath your stomach, and you're just rolling from side to side. Notice her feet do also roll. Nice. That's the plank. Oh, and then a side plank. Yep. Perfect. Then you'll want to hold that for about 30 seconds. Notice again, her elbow is right under her shoulder on the side plank. Right? She's really pushing up. Everything's in a straight line. Her feet are just stacked right on top of one another. Beautiful. Now we're going to do some crunches. Bicycle crunches. Notice how her elbow gets outside of her knee. Her head never rests on the floor. Nice, slow, and controlled movements. She's not going too fast and she's not going too slow. If you want to make bicycle crunches harder, just straighten your legs. Notice this is more of a scissor motion, but the side to side is the same. Notice her feet are flexed. Ooh, she's strong. Get it, girl. So Elise is now going to demonstrate sort of this lateral twisting crunch with a side lunge / weighted ball. So you can do this against a garage door maybe, just with like a soccer ball or anything, but she's going to come down with a ball in her hand, bend her outside leg, and then she's going to burst off of it and toss the ball against the wall. Catch it, bring it back down. Up. Down, up, down. Good. Alignment of the knee, really pushing off hard, exploding, catching. Nice. Cool. That's only if you have access to a ball and a wall that won't break with the ball. Okay.
So Jess is going to show us how to get more cardio into the workout, just in case we can't have access to a gym or running. So this is to be in between a set or make a superset of a bunch of different exercises.
Yeah.
So what's your first one?
First one is jumping.
So the first one is jumping jacks.
Yep, so
You can do 10 to 12 of the, or 20 of those. And then go right into your squats, and you want to do 10 to 12 of those. And then the next thing you could do would be burpees. Without the push-up. So just go out, back in, jump up, and so that gets cardio. And then you move into your next thing, which could be shoulders, push-ups, push-ups. There you go, do 10 to 12 of those if you get strong enough for that. And then you do your arm raises, your lateral lats. And then
you can do mountain climbers at the end.
Then mountain climbers at the end. So these are mountain climbers. You're just pushing off as fast as you can. Really good for the ankles and the calves and the butt. And there you have some cardio into your strengthening.